stop. Hold your ground. You weren't drawn here by chance. This alignment is deliberate. Today, December 10th, transcends the ordinary. Your 24-hour window for a pivotal, miraculous shift has just swung open. Skip this moment, and you risk bypassing the singular sign tailored specifically to your path. December 10th pulses with a distinct energy, a frequency that the vast majority fail to perceive, comprehend, or utilize. But you stand apart. The intense signal activating today isn't broadcast to the masses. It's reserved for the rare few who intuitively grasp a major shift before it manifests physically. Your presence here right now confirms your status as one of those few. This is the precise day the invisible fault lines within your destiny finally begin to fracture. It marks the instant when the pervasive pressure you've carried starts to shatter, not through gradual release, but with sudden, sharp, and undeniable force. This is the kind of energetic intensity that instantly resets timelines aggressively, redirects life paths, and pulls blessings into accelerated motion at a speed that defies logic. For days, weeks, months, perhaps even years, you've sensed an accumulation, a strange spiritual tension, a profound heaviness, the feeling that some crucial element of your life was stubbornly blocked, locked down, and refusing forward movement. But December 10th initiates a rare, powerful counterforce. It pushes directly against the wall that has long contained your life. That wall cracks today, not tomorrow, not at some distant point. Asterisk, today. Asterisk. This is the energetic pivot point that ancient seers, spiritual guardians, and highly intuitive souls have chronicled for centuries. A shift that emerges only when a personal destiny is poised for a dramatic turn. You may try to dismiss this as just another video, but yet deep within you feel it. Something is tugging at you, demanding attention, whispering internally, "This message is fundamentally for me." And it is. Today, a consequential door opens, one that remains sealed for 7-year cycles. This door doesn't yield to passive wishes or random luck. It responds only to deep alignment, and your own alignment is activating at this very moment. The frequency surrounding you is rapidly intensifying, sharpening, and tightening. It's as though the universe is communicating through pressure, through subtle signs, through sudden, inexplicable thoughts. Most people will remain oblivious today. They will pass through this date as if it were merely a calendar entry. They won't feel the crack in the energy field. They won't register the signal. They won't sense the monumental shift. But you will. You are already feeling it, even if you lack the words to name it. Your intuition is processing this higher vibration faster than your logical mind can keep up. The December 10th signal is not gentle. It is bold. It strikes your life like silent lightning, forcing out obsolete energy, whether you feel prepared or not. It compels alignment. It demands truth. It mandates movement. Consequently, anything in your life that is fake, weak, or outdated will begin to destabilize today. This date holds a unique phenomenon, a moment when blessings begin moving toward you times before times. You take a single action. Your path clears before you even finalize a decision. Answers find you before you ask the question. Opportunities glide into your timeline with supernatural velocity. It is the critical juncture when the universe ceases resisting your progress and dedicates its power to accelerating it. The blessing you've awaited is already moving faster than anticipated. The flow you needed is no longer stuck. The previously blocked energy is now rupturing from the inside out. Something that once seemed utterly impossible is swiftly locking into position. You are not imagining this magnetic pull. You are not fabricating the signs. You are not mistaking the sudden surge of emotion. This is the palpable sensation of destiny beginning to stretch and reorganize. December 10th is the day when the old internal world breaks apart just sufficiently to allow the new reality to enter. It is the day the delay ends and the movement forcefully begins. It is the day the universe finally declares. It is a profound release mixed with an intense awakening, a collapse interwoven with a major breakthrough, a moment of acute pressure mixed with undeniable miracle. Yes, this level of energetic change inherently brings pressure. Every genuine breakthrough does. Before the monumental blessing arrives, the atmosphere around you tightens. Things feel heavy, intense, and unpredictable, not because your life is collapsing, but because the old version of you is rapidly losing its foundation. That heaviness you perceive is not negative energy. It is time's breaking time's energy, and the breaking energy always precedes the shift. The signal is propelling you forward. Ready or not, a deeper part of you knows today is the undeniable turning point. Something within knows your story is pivoting. Something within knows the next chapter is attempting to open by force. This is the moment your spirit has been preparing for. This is the culmination your intuition has been whispering about. This is the time when the things specifically intended for you begin their approach without hesitation, without obstruction, without delay. If you are listening right now, you are already immersed in the shift, which means your breakthrough has already begun. Not tomorrow, not later. Asterisk. Now. Asterisk. December 10th is the day destiny cracks open, and your life is next. Something truly unusual occurs when the December 10th signal unlocks. Time does not behave normally. Energy does not adhere to its usual parameters. Today, your timeline begins to accelerate, as if someone hit the fast-forward button on the stagnant chapters of your life. If you have been waiting, hoping, praying, or simply holding on for too long, this is the instant everything finally begins to move. For the next 24 hours, your life shifts into an entirely different current. This isn't mere motivational talk or wishful thinking. It is an actual energetic acceleration that draws your blessings closer with every passing hour. You will notice a palpable speeding up around you, inside you, and moving toward you. Delays instantly start collapsing. Stagnant energy begins to shatter. Paths that previously felt utterly blocked are clearing faster than your mind can fully register. You will feel this internal pressure before you see the external results. It begins as a tightening sensation in your chest, a sudden, acute awareness that something major is awakening in your life. Then the movement starts subtle, initially, then sharply pronounced. Everything that was dragging suddenly begins pulling forward. The universe shifts from silent preparation to aggressive activity. Doors that have been sealed for months begin vibrating, and you will feel that resonance long before they swing open. For these 24 hours, your timeline becomes intensely magnetic. People you haven't spoken to in months start thinking of you. Important messages begin forming before they are sent. Opportunities align themselves discreetly behind the scenes. Financial flow begins shifting through channels you weren't even aware existed. Everything accelerates, often at an unnatural speed. It's the kind of velocity that makes you question if some invisible force is actively guiding your path. This potent current does not activate for everyone. It responds to specific energy alignment and readiness. It responds to souls who have been stretched, tested, broken open, and meticulously rebuilt. It responds to those standing right on the precipice of a transformation they didn't anticipate. You have reached that threshold. That is precisely why you feel the pull now. The acceleration recognizes you before you recognize it. You are being transitioned into a phase where everything that was delayed begins rushing toward you. Not walking, not drifting, not slowly unfolding. Time's rushing asterisk The things meant for you are no longer languishing in waiting mode. They are being lifted, pushed, and directed toward your timeline with overwhelming speed. Blessings that felt distant are now turning the corner. Answers that felt silent are now echoing back. The acceleration has begun. This is why today feels fundamentally different. There is an urgency in the atmosphere, a pressure behind your thoughts, a definitive spark within your spirit. You might feel restless, intensely emotional, strangely excited, anxious, or unusually alert. These feelings are not random. They are signals. They are vital indicators that the current is actively pulling you forward. When this miracle current activates, your body registers it before your mind can comprehend it. Time itself warps during these 24 hours. Minutes feel sharper. Thoughts resonate louder. Signs appear almost instantly. You may notice repeating number sequences, sudden profound chills, intense flickers of intuition, or moments of intense déjà vu. These are not coincidences. They are markers of acceleration. They are the universe's unambiguous way of telling you, pay attention. Your life is entering high motion. People will show up unexpectedly. Conversations will pivot suddenly. Crucial messages will land out of nowhere. Doors you believed were permanently sealed may suddenly reopen, and the speed will genuinely shock you. Things you assumed would require months may happen within days. Things you thought needed tremendous struggle may materialize with little effort. This is the nature of the miracle current. It bends possibility and brings it into immediate reach. The energy today sharpens your path. It strips away every distraction. It ruthlessly exposes what is real. It reveals what is meant to remain and pushes away what is meant to depart. Do not be surprised if something feels like it is being forcefully removed from your life. That too is part of the acceleration. When the universe decides your blessing must arrive quickly, it instantly clears anything that would slow your timeline down. This acceleration also impacts your emotions profoundly. You may feel sudden waves of crystal clarity, waves of absolute truth, or simply waves of intensity. This is because your inner world is rapidly shifting to match the magnitude of your outer blessing. You are being positioned. You are being lifted into a higher operational speed so the miracle can reach you without resistance. For 24 hours, you step out of delay and into powerful momentum. The things that once felt unreachable begin to actively touch your energy field. You become a magnet to your own destiny. You become an energetic match to the blessing that has been trying to reach you. You align with the version of yourself who is ready to receive what your former self could not handle. This is why today matters. This is why this moment holds immense power. This is why you are feeling exactly what you are feeling. The miracle current is active. Your timeline is accelerating. Something far bigger than you is moving toward you with intention, precision, and overwhelming speed. Even if you don't see the full picture, yet the shift has already begun. Your life is entering motion. Your blessing is entering orbit. Your path is entering alignment. And everything intended for you is coming faster than you could ever anticipate. You are stepping into the 24-hour miracle current now, and nothing in your life will remain slow after this. When the December 10th current activates, the universe ceases its silence and begins sending signals, sharp, sudden, undeniable confirmations that your blessing is no longer crawling toward you. It is rushing, breaking through, and closing the distance faster than you can comprehend. If even one of these 9 signs manifests in your life today, understand this clearly: your timeline is already shifting, and your blessing is accelerating toward you right now. The first sign is ****. sudden chills. Asterisk, asterisk. Not caused by a temperature drop or fear, but because your spirit recognizes the movement before your mind registers it. These chills arrive like electric waves coursing through your body. They strike without warning and vanish just as rapidly. Your intuition catches the wave the moment the universe dispatches it. The second sign is a asterisk, asterisk, random message. Asterisk, asterisk. One you didn't expect from a person you hadn't anticipated at a time that violates every pattern. It might be someone reaching out after months of total silence. It might be a new person expressing interest. It might be a message that feels uncannily aligned with a heavy thought on your mind. When blessings accelerate, communication around you shifts first. Messages become divinely timed instruments of alignment. The third sign is asterisk, asterisk, unexpected silence. Asterisk, asterisk. Not emptiness, but a strange quiet that feels almost engineered. People actively pull back. Distractions rapidly fade. Conversations slow down. It feels as if the entire world is stepping aside, clearing a precise path, making sacred space for what is approaching. Silence is not an absence, it is preparation. It is the deep calm preceding the breakthrough. When life suddenly quiets, something powerful is approaching. The fourth sign is asterisk, asterisk, dream symbols. Asterisk, asterisk, vivid visions, distinctive faces, crucial numbers, significant places or moments that are far too clear to be random. They carry a clarity and insight you rarely access during the day. These prophetic dreams appear when the veil thins and your subconscious receives direct guidance. When blessings accelerate, your dream world becomes louder, clearer, and overwhelmingly prophetic. The fifth sign is asterisk, asterisk, angel numbers, asterisk, asterisk. But not just repeating digits. These numbers appear at critical moments that resonate deeply with your spirit on a clock, a receipt, a license plate, a video timestamp. They show up repeatedly as if actively following you. They are markers confirming that your path is intensely aligning. These numbers are not mere coincidences. They are codes telling you that the major shift has already begun. The sixth sign is an asterisk. Asterisk, emotional pull. Asterisk, asterisk, a wave of powerful emotion that crests seemingly out of nowhere. This emotion is neither sadness nor fear. It is profound release. You may suddenly cry without a rational reason. You may feel immense gratitude before anything visible changes. You may feel a significant weight lifting, even though your external situation appears unchanged. Emotional release is the body's method of clearing vital space for incoming blessings. The seventh sign is an asterisk. Asterisk, energy spike. Asterisk, asterisk. Your body feels fully awake, intensely alert, and charged. Your mind becomes sharper. Your spirit feels lighter. You may suddenly feel highly motivated, deeply inspired, or unstoppable. Conversely, you might feel restless, intensely focused, and unable to sit still. This spike is the massive surge that occurs when your timeline speeds up. Your energy is rising to perfectly match the blessing heading your way. The eighth sign is asterisk, asterisk, random, déjà vu, asterisk, asterisk. The sudden, overwhelming feeling that you have been in this exact moment before, that you have uttered these precise words before, or stood in this specific place before. Déjà vu appears when your timeline is actively realigning, when your life is moving rapidly closer to the path it was always intended to follow. This is a definitive sign that your true destiny path is snapping perfectly into place. And the ninth sign is asterisk. Asterisk, pressure release, asterisk, asterisk. That definitive instant when something inside you suddenly feels profoundly lighter. A heavy tension you have carried for months instantly dissolves. A long-held fear loses its dominant power. An old emotional wound stops hurting. A persistent haunting thought loses its weight. This is the moment when the residual old energy finally breaks away. It is the final sign before the acceleration becomes fully visible in your physical world. These signs do not appear randomly. They do not manifest for everyone. They are not soft, gentle, or subtle. They strike with force, with perfect timing, and with precision, because they serve as both warnings and profound confirmations simultaneously. Warnings that your old life is definitively ending, and confirmations that your new life is forcefully arriving. If even one of these signs hits you today, understand that your blessing is not coming slowly. It is coming fast. Faster than expected, faster than predicted, faster than anything you have previously experienced. These signs are the universe's preparation system aligning you and shifting you into the exact frequency of acceleration. Many people ignore these critical signals. They label them coincidences, mood swings, or random moments. They miss the urgent message. They miss the essential shift. They miss the grand opening. But if you are here, listening actively, feeling something moving inside you, then you are missing nothing. You are receiving. You are awakening. You are stepping onto a timeline that is unlocking in real time. Your life is entering a moment of immense speed. Your blessing is entering a moment of crystal clarity. Your path is entering a moment of forceful breakthrough. And when these 9 signs converge, one truth becomes blindingly clear. Your blessing is immediately behind the door, and the lock has already snapped open. If these signs hit you today, your life is about to fundamentally flip. Every major breakthrough casts a shadow. Immediately before your life takes a major fortunate turn. Everything often feels heavier, darker, and more intensely challenging than usual. This is not a punishment. This is not failure. This is the final necessary test before the shift impacts your entire timeline. Before the miracle arrives, the shadow aggressively pushes back. It attempts to cling to the version of you that is rapidly slipping away. It tries to drag you back into obsolete patterns, old crippling fears, and stifling doubts. This is the critical danger zone, where everything inside you feels profoundly shaken, confused, or stretched. Not because you are reverting, but because you are standing directly on the edge of moving decisively forward. Your old timeline is actively fighting for its survival. It senses you stepping out of its boundaries. It senses your energy dramatically rising. It senses your spirit preparing for something monumentally bigger. So it pushes it, resists, it throws obstacles, toxic thoughts, draining emotions, and old memories at you in a desperate attempt to keep you exactly where you were. That heaviness you are feeling is not an indicator that something is wrong. It is a sign that something fundamental is breaking. This is the moment when people feel an intense pressure without understanding the source, when emotions spike for no clear external reason, when old wounds suddenly and painfully resurface, when doubts whisper their loudest narratives, when fear attempts to seize control. That is the shadow. It materializes to test your stability and resolve right before the blessing enters your reality. It often feels like everything hits at once: profound tiredness, overwhelming, overthinking, acute anxiety, random sadness, unexpected tension. You may question every decision you've made. You may feel as if all your progress disappeared overnight. You may feel disconnected, lost, or stuck. But this is not loss. This is not decline. This is the necessary purge before the rise. When energy shifts at high speed, the old energy must be cleared away. And breaking energy does not feel gentle. Breaking feels messy. Breaking feels loud. Breaking feels heavy. You are not being attacked. You are being rigorously cleared. You are not being blocked. You are being precisely prepared. You are not being punished. You are being perfectly positioned. December 10th carries a rare kind of spiritual pressure. It aggressively squeezes the final pieces of your old life out of your system. It forces you to release what cannot enter your next chapter. It exposes every element that is slowing you down: people, habits, limiting thoughts, unnecessary attachments. Anything unstable starts immediately falling away. This is not loss. It is necessary alignment. The universe is removing every bottleneck that slows down your destined blessing. When the shadow rises, it brings intensity. You may feel a swirl of emotions, as if everything internal is shifting simultaneously. You may feel unsettled, restless, or strangely alert. This intensity is not chaos. It is transformative. It is the moment where the old version of you cracks open so the new version can finally breathe. If things feel heavy today, it is because the breakthrough is immediately near. If things feel tense, it is because the blessing is mere seconds away. This pressure is the final, undeniable signal before the shift becomes visible. The closer the miracle gets, the louder the shadow becomes. But the shadow is temporary. The blessing is permanent. And once the shadow finally breaks, everything changes. The heaviness lifts instantly. The confusion clears. The path opens wide. The energy around you lightens in a way you can feel instantaneously. What once felt impossible suddenly becomes reachable. What once felt blocked begins to move effortlessly. What once felt distant becomes immediate. The shadow test is the final doorway. You walk through it by refusing to yield to the heaviness. You walk through it by remaining grounded when the internal pressure rises. You walk through it by implicitly trusting the shift, even when you cannot visually see it yet. This moment may feel dark, but it is the last darkness before the pervasive glow hits your life. You are not stuck. You are not failing. You are not losing. You are being actively transitioned into a timeline where your blessing can finally reach you without any residual resistance. The heaviness is not the end. It is the definitive sign that the true beginning is already here. There comes a profound moment when the universe stops merely whispering and begins aggressively delivering. A moment when the energy around you shifts from agonizingly slow movement to sudden, overwhelming impact. This is that moment. This is the hour when miracles fall like lightning fast, blindingly bright and impossible to ignore. Something enormous is attempting to enter your life right now, and the energetic force behind it is stronger than anything you have experienced this entire year. When the miracle drop begins, the atmosphere around you feels highly charged. You can sense something approaching, something forming, something aligning perfectly. It's like the air itself thickens with boundless possibility. Your thoughts feel sharper. Your intuition becomes deafeningly loud. Every part of your being becomes acutely aware that a major shift is merely minutes away. This is not imagination. This is an undeniable energetic collision. Your life is being rapidly rearranged from the inside out. Your path clears with unnatural speed. Obstacles that once held absolute power over you suddenly lose their grip entirely. Delays evaporate. Blockages instantly dissolve. Situations that felt overwhelmingly heavy start becoming effortlessly simple. Solutions begin manifesting with no prior explanation. Things that were deeply tangled start unraveling entirely on their own. This is the defining effect when a blessing reaches its final landing point. Everything that once slowed your progress gets forcefully pulled out of the way. You may feel a surge of emotion, a sudden deep rise of hope, clarity, or excitement without fully knowing the cause. That is because your spirit can register the blessing before your logical mind receives the information. The miracle drop always touches your inner world first. You feel it spiritually before it ever manifests in your physical reality. That rising energy inside you is the unmistakable confirmation to something major is breaking through. When the miracle draws near, timing achieves absolute perfection. Conversations line up at the exact right second. Opportunities appear without any prior warning. Key people show up with the precise information, critical support, or definitive direction that fits your specific situation too accurately to be random. It is the universe aligning every microscopic detail to ensure your blessing lands exactly where it belongs. You may notice a significant shift in your thought patterns too. Doubt begins to lose its pervasive voice. Fear loses its debilitating strength. The future feels less confusing and far more certain. You start intuitively sensing possibilities you were blind to before. You start feeling capable in ways you had forgotten you were. The miracle drop doesn't just change your external circumstances, it fundamentally changes times you asterisk. It lifts you into alignment with the empowered version of yourself who is ready to receive what is coming. This moment is immensely powerful, precisely because it happens quickly. The universe does not deliver monumental blessings slowly. It delivers them in a powerful burst, in a single profound shift, in one breakthrough moment that rewrites everything. One message, one phone call, one conversation, one decisive action, one unexpected opportunity. That singular moment becomes the unshakable anchor point for your entire next chapter. The miracle drop frequently arrives immediately following a period of intense pressure after you have been stretched, pushed, tested, or thoroughly emptied out. The blessing arrives like a perfect counterforce, balancing the intensity you endured. The struggle cleared space for the miracle. The heaviness created vital room for the breakthrough. Nothing you felt was wasted. It was all rigorous preparation for this arrival. This is why today feels fundamentally different. You are standing within the precise window where blessings move quickly, where energy flows freely, where destiny pushes forward relentlessly instead of resisting. Something in your reality is aligning, shifting, and accelerating at a speed you cannot fully perceive yet, but you can absolutely feel it. The miracle drop is fully in motion, and when it lands, everything changes. The specific thing you have been waiting for begins rushing toward you. The opportunity you desperately needed appears. The answer you prayed for arrives. The clarity you begged for becomes immediately visible. The shift you've been sensing finally becomes tangible reality. This is the moment your life turns a corner. This is the moment your path forcefully opens. This is the moment the breakthrough touches your reality. Your blessing is no longer approaching from a distance. It is here. It is entering. It is landing. And when it lands, your entire story lifts into a new, higher timeline. Listen closely, because this final segment holds the highest energy, the energy most people never manage to reach. When someone stays committed all the way to this point, it means their spirit is in perfect alignment with something bigger than anything they have ever seen, known, or expected. If you are still reading right now, your timeline has officially crossed into its full acceleration phase. What comes next is not slow, not uncertain, and will not be delayed. What comes next is sudden, sharp, and life-altering. There is a powerful shift unfolding all around you, and it is happening faster than your logical mind can possibly process. You may not visually see the outcomes yet, but the energy is already systematically rearranging situations, people, opportunities, and outcomes entirely in your favor. The next 24 hours will not behave like ordinary time. They will carry an intense magnetic pull that draws breakthroughs toward you in a way that feels utterly unreal. When life has been heavy, When moments have felt utterly stuck, when your path seemed aggressively blocked, this is the precise period where everything begins to unfreeze. Something you have been waiting on, perhaps for months, perhaps for years, is finally entering its rapid release cycle. It could manifest as crystal clarity, definitive closure, crucial communication, a firm decision, a financial opening, or a sudden dramatic shift in direction that redefines everything you believed was possible. The crucial takeaway is this: it is coming with speed, not small ripples, not slight movement. Asterisk. Speed. Asterisk. You are about to step into a definitive moment where everything aligns simultaneously. The right person responds. The right path opens without resistance. The right opportunity finds you effortlessly. The right timing locks perfectly into place. And the result feels like destiny finally catching up to your current reality. You have carried pressure. You have carried doubt. You have carried draining questions, but now the energy is reversing course. Now your timeline is rapidly rising. Now your blessings are actively moving toward you instead of away. You may feel a strange inner calm, a sudden sense of effortless lift, or a quiet, powerful confidence that emerges from nowhere. That is the indicator that your new accelerated timeline has already activated. You are stepping into a period where complications dissolve, answers instantly appear, and the universe begins placing every necessary element exactly where it needs to be for your next chapter to unfold seamlessly. What once felt terminally delayed is now rapidly arriving. What once felt permanently blocked is now opening. What once felt impossible is now tangibly forming. This is not imagination. This is perfect alignment. This is powerful timing catching up with destined progress. This is your life preparing for a rapid, undeniable upward turn. So take a deep breath, center yourself completely, because your moment is not coming someday, it is entering times now. Asterisk. This is your ultimate confirmation that the next chapter of your story is about to reveal itself in real time. And when it lands, it will feel sudden, powerful, and perfectly aligned. Your next 24 hours are highly charged. Your breakthrough is already on the way. A powerful shift is activating around you. The next 24 hours won't move normally. Your timeline is accelerating. Delays break doors open, and something you've waited far too long for is finally rushing toward you. A sudden life-changing breakthrough is aligning in your favor right now, faster than you expect. Discovering the ideal career path, however, proved to be a considerably formidable undertaking. I dedicated countless years to active exploration, testing the waters in a diverse array of professional capacities, from serving as a project manager within the demanding tech sector to acting as a strategic advisor for burgeoning teching startups. While each of these experiences undoubtedly imparted invaluable lessons and critical skills, none quite managed to deliver that profound sense of professional fulfillment I was instinctively searching for. It was only recently that I had a clear breakthrough, recognizing that my genuine aspiration lay in the critical confluence of sophisticated data analysis and high-impact strategic communication. This unique intersection, I now understand, is precisely where my true professional calling resides.